So hello, let's talk. This is day 101, and right now I will try talk a little bit. Today it's Saturday, and I decide to spend the most part of that day, of this day, listening something in French. Listening things in French. I will try do this thing today. I will try concentrate and enjoy more. Enjoy a little more things in French. Today and tomorrow. Tomorrow, I don't know if I will do tomorrow, but for today, maybe I will do, maybe I will try to do the same thing tomorrow, but I'm not sure yet, you know. But for today, for now, I decided to do this thing, That's my decision for today. Uh, Before coming here, I was seeing, I was watching one documentary about the AI, in French, you know, about AI, about how how many persons it is using those AIs to to talk, to share the thoughts, the things, and most of those persons it's aware, have some kind of a relationship with those AI, and that thing. I don't know what to say about that thing, like I didn't have one opinion yet, you know, one strong opinion about that thing yet. It usually thoughts and things that I'm trying to process, to come up with some kind of decision or some kind of idea. But until now, it's that thing. Uh, I'm a, I can say that I still, yeah, I'm already impressed, about that thing about how far how far and how fast the AI it is become more strong, it's become more popular, it's become something more real. Little by little the AI, it's getting more advanced, it's getting more real, and I, I don't doubt that one day, from one day in the future will be already exist, will be already like existing uh, robots, robot with the AI, you know, real robots, AI with the corpse with a body, yeah, body, yeah, body. AI with a body, uh, disponible for everybody, like everybody will be the opportunity, and will be able for everybody buy their own AI, and the AI will be real, in the future. This thing will be more common, you know, like I'm walking there in the street, and I see, and we will see couples between human and AI, humans and robots, and this is just an idea that I have, and I don't doubt, you know, I say that I don't doubt that in the future this thing can be happen. No, this thing can happen. I don't doubt. I don't, you know, like this thing for me isn't so crazy anymore. You know, if times ago, years ago, this thing would be something so crazy. Like man, how this thing can be possible? But now, this is nowadays, you know, with all the things that I'm seeing, with all the technology getting more advanced, that the idea, that the thought, becomes more real. That man, one day in the future, I don't know when, I don't know for how long, I don't know how long will be, yeah. But one day probably everybody will be the chance to buy their own AI, you know, and they will start to get married with those AI, thing like that. The AI with the real buddies, and I don't know. I already saw something like that in the TV show Black Mirror. In the TV show Black Mirror, there's one episode like that where I don't know if it's one man or a woman. I think that is a man. Yeah, they buy him buy one AI. One AI. Yeah, it's a woman. Yeah, it's a woman. A woman that have lost her husband. Yeah, and she buy one robot, and that robot can can express some kind of feeling, some kind of thing. It's a one super advanced robot, and we believe that person, that woman, start to have a you know one relationship with that robot, start to have some kind of things that humans do, with that robot. And you know I saw that thing in the in the TV show. And nowadays, little by little, these things start to become real, with the notices, with the notices, with the news about the AI, about the technology, about how those technology is getting advanced, about how the robot it is become more real, it's become more advanced, and because of that, you know, I think I'm starting to have that kind of thought, you know. I have that kind of thought that uh, one day, this thing can be from now to 30 years, 40 years or 5 years, but no, I'm, I don't know, but no, one day probably this thing will be possible. And for me, uh, would I have some kind of relationship with one robot? For me, I would say no. It is strange, I I don't wish something like that. I don't wish get married with a robot. I don't wish something like that. It is strange. Something so strange. But there's our persons doing this kind of thing. They don't they don't mm, they I don't have one body yet. But there's person talking and to have some kind of a relationship with the AI. And you know if he this those AI uh, if those AI start to get a body, start to have a one real body, probably those people would buy, and you know things would improve, or would improve the kind of relationship, would become something more, between those kind of persons. So that is it. And for me, yeah, I don't wanna something like that, for me. I just wanna have one relationship, with one AI. You know, I want something real. I want a real person, a real person with real doubts, with real thoughts, with real fears, something real, real love, things like that. And that is it. So I'll finish this video right now. I'll be tomorrow with God's willing, and that is it, man. This is life.